Made a lot of songs about I work through. Always kept it underground just like that dirt do. Trying to catch the kids slipping. I leave your ribs dripping. I leave your nose running. I got the clothes gunning. Pow! The streets will leave you rapping is easy, but your mouth will get you left up in the pool of fashizi. If my beat stomp, my heat pump, the streets jump. You don't want war. If my feet stomp, my heat pump, and the streets jump. No, you don't want war. My feet stomp, heat pump, streets jump. Come on, you don't want war. If my feet stomp, my heat pump, the streets jump. Yeah, you don't want war. Not many men can walk the fine line of death and desire. I'm on my Rick James. Yeah, my death is my retire. Right hand, I get your eye black. Left in the fire. The left hand, I get your Kanye. Jaws in a wire. I take the truth and make it work for me. Just like a lie. And bring all kinds of to you. Just like a fly. Freddie Fox back in the game. The question is why. And the answer is cause I don't see the streets in your eye. Off the top rope I fly. Landing the hammer hard on your head like Chinese grammar. Yeah, we got cars and we pay people to drive them. I'm behind bars with the punchlines up inside them. You can talk about the thug life, but you ain't hot. You'll be posing for a mug shot and you'll get dropped. Cause the long arm of the streets corrupt.
Following contest is a hardcore match and is for the World Heavyweight Championship. From Tulsa, Oklahoma, The Machine. Introducing the challenger from Detroit, Michigan, Big Denny. This sold-out crowd is on its feet here in St. Louis, Missouri. Michael Cole, here with Taz at ringside.
I'll tell you, Cole, these WWE fans are so fired up, I'm having a hard time staying in my seat.
I'm with you on that, partner. We've got a great show here tonight for these St. Louis fans, and I can't wait to get started. Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think. This This ain't about winning or losing anymore, Cole. This has become real personal.
Well, with the way they've been beating the hell out of each other, I'm not surprised. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it.
He certainly is. And I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting. Incredible! Look out! The referee's been knocked out!
And this is where things start getting a little interesting, Cole. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you ain't gonna see athletes like this anywhere else.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world, and this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best.
Well, if no one gets that 2x4 away from them, this one's gonna be over real quick. Conditioning's a huge factor in any match. If you can't go the distance, there ain't no way you're gonna win.
That's for sure, Taz. And the WWE superstars are some of the best conditioned athletes in the world.
Listen to me, Cole. Getting hit by that thing's even worse than it looks. Oh boy, looks like someone's moving up in the world.
How much can these superstars possibly have left?
They got as much left as it takes, Cole. Trust me, you get in that ring and you find out you got...
Look at this! Could it be?
You're damn right it is, Cole. And that's a heck of a finisher right there. There's the cover.
He hasn't done nearly enough to get the pin yet. He's climbing the turnbuckle. Will this pay off?
And I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed, Taz? These are some of the greatest superstars in the world, doing what they do best.
Hey, slow down, girl.
Look at this, Taz! This could be it!
Good night, Irene. Nobody sticks around long after taking a finisher like that. Here's the pin. This could be it. I think we know which way this one's gonna go, Cole.
Actually, Taz, from my perspective, I think it could go either way.
And what perspective would that be exactly? The perspective of somebody who has a neck that resembles a stack of dimes? I saw some pretty nasty stuff under the ring earlier, Cole.
What kind of sick, twisted person would just leave a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire laying around? These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Don't bother, Cole. I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been.
Oh, man, here it comes.
And that might be the end of the match right there. There's a reason that's called a finishing move.
This could be three right here. 1, 2. You gotta be kidding me. That was nowhere near three. Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We've both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE. Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE...
Oh, look at that. He's bleeding like a stuck pig.
I can't tell if that's a cut or a broken nose, but either way, the referee might need to stop this fight. I don't believe it. This one's over.
Wow, that was a heck of a match. I wouldn't mind seeing it go a little bit longer.
Neither would I, Taz.
Here's your winner, and still
and that's that.
Heavyweight champion. Kept it up. But I hope we get to see these superstars go at it again real soon.
Following contest is a hardcore match and is for the WWE Championship. From Louisville, Kentucky, weighing 238 pounds, Eugene.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
And is for the United States Championship. From Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds, The Rock.
The Rock says, the Rock. The Rock says,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a sold-out show here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside.
Man, you couldn't fit another fan in here with a crowbar, I'm telling you. There's a whole lot of cheeseheads in the house tonight.
It sure is. Green Bay knows that they're about to see the greatest superstars in all of sports entertainment. I can't wait to get started.
And there's the counter, Cole.
This is a big risk. Will it pay off?
I gotta tell you, I didn't expect these guys to go off on each other the way they have tonight. This has been brutal, this match so far.
Well, Taz, it's not ballet, you know.
Oh, really, Cole? Gee, here I was wondering what happened to the pointy-toed shoes and the frilly little skirts. You know what? Maybe I should go check your closet.
We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, no, that's not gonna make you popular, but you gotta do whatever it takes to win. If you ever wondered just how much punishment a human body could take, I think you're gonna get an answer tonight.
You might be right, Taz. It doesn't look like these superstars are going to go easy on each other.
That's not what they're getting paid for, Cole. And besides, they got too much pride. Oh, God! That's a solid steel chair, Cole. That don't tickle. No doubt from what we're seeing here, these WWE fans are getting their money's worth.
If they don't yet, I'm sure they will by the end of the match, Taz. He's laying waste to his opponent with that steel chair.
This has been a real rocket bus of a match so far, Cole.
It has indeed. But I think this crowd would like to see these superstars pick up the pace a little bit.
What are you talking about? This is some classic old school wrestling here. Picking your spots and waiting for your opportunities. These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself.
I think this proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Yeah, and even if you did, you'd have to listen to a couple of yahoos jabbering about puppies and government mules and scolding dogs. I tell you, it's like a damn zoo over there. Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Of course, I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any... That's not what the chair was meant to be used for.
It's obvious these superstars have studied each other real carefully, Cole.
No question about that, Taz. You won't last long against an opponent you haven't done your homework on. Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think. He slipped out of that one.
This crowd has really gotten behind Eugene, and it's easy to see why. Here's a kid who's had to overcome a lot of obstacles in his life, and now he's in a WWE ring, living out his dream of being a WWE superstar.
Well, you know what? Eugene better wake up from this nice little dream. Because this is not a fantasy camp, Cole. This is the WWE, and people get hurt here. Whoa! That was a huge stunner! You know, Cole, the more I watch this match, the more I'm thinking that there's some legitimate personal issues here between these superstars.
You might be right, Taz. After all, they spent the better part of the match beating the hell out of each other. It's hard not to take something like that personally.
I think it's just completely sick the way these fans cheer on this Eugene guy. Come on, Cole. I mean, they just want to see him get in the ring and get whooped and get beat up. It's, man, what a chair shot. Reminds me of my old ECW days. Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum, Taz.
Man, there's not an ounce of quitting these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end. There's a lot of things under the ring, and all of them hurt.
If he keeps connecting with that chair, this is going to be a real short match.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
These superstars are beating the living hell out of each other, and these fans are eating it. Hey,
Stunner! Stunner! I don't believe it! He's got him covered.
1, 2.
Not even a 2 count. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war. Listen to me, Cole. Getting hit by that thing's even worse than it looks.
I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game. I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the end of this match.
You're probably right, Taz. They're so focused on a victory that they don't care what they have to put themselves through to get it.
I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this.
He's going for the pin.
What? You gotta be kidding me. That was nowhere near 3. Oh man, here it comes.
And that might be the end of the match right there. There's a reason that's called a finishing move.
What? Way too early to get a 3 count. Wow, great reversal. I'll tell you, as long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll just keep going.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything left.
Look at this.
There's a reason that's called a finishing move. The match usually doesn't go much longer.
This ain't about winning or losing anymore, Cole. This has become real personal.
Well, with the way they've been beating the hell out of each other, I'm not surprised.
He's going for the cover, Cole. Seems like things have quieted down a little bit here, Cole.
Look at this! Could it be?
You're damn right it is, Cole. And that's a heck of a finisher right there. This guy might not have enough to kick out.
2. Is that it? No, only a 2 count.
You never know what you're going to find under the ring. Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
No joke.
Oh no, I think he's bleeding from that last shot.
Whoa, you're not kidding, Cole. He's busted wide open.
Get in there and take a look at him, ref. All good things must come to an end. That was a decisive victory for him. The future's looking bright for that man right there.
Here's your winner and still the WWE Champion,
The 3 count, you send them a
Eugene.
And not just to your opponent, but to the entire locker room as well.
the stuff in bags. This is my ring, you ain't touching my rope. At the spur of the moment, you next to get choked. So pass the belt, I'm in the greedy phase. Yo, these teams gonna see me with they 3D shades. Go ahead and get your squad, homie, you're past that. I'm known to smash backs without having to grab backs. I'm on my...
The following contest is an over-the-top rope four-man battle royal. On the way to the ring, from Richmond, Virginia, The Mist. And the opponent, from Boise, Idaho, Corey Wilson.
Just a corner of the world I can be alone. Where what do you do when everybody wants you? How do you breathe when they take you away? Who do you turn to when you need to get away? Only your love can get me there. What do you do when everybody wants you? How do you breathe when they take you away? Who do you turn to when you need to
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a sold-out show here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside.
Man, you couldn't fit another fan in here with a crowbar, I'm telling you. There's a whole lot of cheeseheads in the house tonight.
It sure is. Green Bay knows that they're about to see the greatest superstars in all of sports entertainment. I can't wait to get started. Great reversal!
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE. You never know what to expect from these superstars, Cole. I mean, this could be over in 60 seconds or 60 minutes.
Well, it wouldn't break my heart if they went for an hour, Taz. I'm really enjoying this match.
These superstars are showing some great intensity here tonight, and that's what the WWE fans came to see.
That's for sure, Taz. And the number one rule here on SmackDown is to send the fans home happy.
How much longer are these superstars going to be able to keep it up?
Your guess is as good as mine, Taz. They're certainly not going easy on each other, that's for sure.
You know, instead of showboating to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
Come on, Taz. You're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
There we go. Out of the ring and out of the match. I can't remember the last time I seen a crowd so pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. And there's an elimination.
Wow, great reversal.
These superstars are clearly giving it their all tonight.
Not a surprise there at all, Cole. I mean, tell me the last time that you saw a WWE superstar only go halfway.
I don't think I ever have, Taz. Everyone on the roster gives 110%. If they didn't, they wouldn't be here.
Over the ropes and down to the floor to Grandma's house we go. Stick a fork in it, Cole. This match is done.
Wait,
Here's
that's
your
it?
winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Rumble match. Introducing first, from the Caribbean, weighing 230 pounds, Carlito.
Nothing beats Sting.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Viejo desgraciado. Oye, por ahí viene Carlito. You better be cool. Señor Carlito. You do what you want.
Introducing the individual who drew number 2. From Washington, D.C., weighing 317 pounds, Batista.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a sold-out show here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside.
Man, you couldn't fit another fan in here with a crowbar, I'm telling you. There's a whole lot of cheeseheads in the house tonight.
It sure is. Green Bay knows that they're about to see the greatest superstars in all of sports entertainment. I can't wait to get started. He saw that one coming. Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing, Cole. I don't ever want to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure. Nice reversal. I don't know where Carlito gets off telling people how cool he is. I certainly don't see anything cool about him.
Well, of course you don't, girl, Vince. You gotta be cool to see cool. You hear that? And that's not you. I just made it up right. He slipped out of that one. You know what? This scene, he spent a lot of time running his mouth.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
You know, the more I watch this match, the more I'm thinking that there's some legitimate personal issues here between these superstars.
You might be right, Taz. After all, they spent the better part of the match beating the hell out of each other. It's hard not to take something like that personally. This is going to be big, one way or the other.
This This is not just a match anymore, Cole. These superstars have got a legitimate beef with each other.
They do indeed. There's a lot of bad blood here for sure.
And if this keeps up much longer, that bad blood's gonna wind up all over the place.
And there's the reversal.
These superstars are beating the living hell out of each other, and these fans are eating it up.
It's what they came to see, Taz, and these superstars are making sure they don't go home disappointed.
I wonder if we're going to see anything this good on.
This capacity crowd is on its feet. It knows what's coming.
Here it comes. Batista bomb. That'll break every bone in your body, Cole. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
I think he's gonna fly, Cole.
I think he's got a song he wants to play for his opponent.
It's his #1 single, Sweet Chin Music. That was a textbook reversal. There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly.
And there's the counter, Cole.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Please, Cole, watch your language, will you? It's a family show.
I said exasperate. Oh, never mind.
Michaels is getting up there, Cole. You know what? If he sticks around too much longer, the HBK is going to stand for Has Been Kid. I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. I don't think there's anything Edge wouldn't do to get what he wants. And that's what I like about this guy.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I can't stand about Edge. He might be a great competitor, but he's a lousy human being.
Hey, I'm not saying I want to be Edge's best, but this is dumb. Why is he risking everything by going up there? Look at the fans, Cole. They know what he's up to.
Oh my God! What a Batista bomb! We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, no, that's not going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win. It's crazy to think we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, Cole. Keep it up. You're going to find out how tough this job really is when your jaw gets wide shut. I got to tell you, I didn't expect these guys to go up. The ring is alive with the sound of music.
Sweet chin music! Almost as painful as Taz's singing. I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game.
When you talk about a man who's done it all in this business, you don't have to look any further than the Heartbreak. And there's an elimination.
Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter. Someday, Cole, if you work hard at it, you might actually become half as cool as Carlito.
I hope that's never the case. I've seen what. Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole.
He just eliminated him with authority.
He dodged that bullet. These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
These superstars are showing some great intensity here tonight, and that's what the WWE fans came to see.
That's for sure, Taz. And the number one rule here on SmackDown is to send the fans home happy.
Wow, great reversal. Randy Orton's a mouth.
That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead. Look at this. Could it be?
The damn right it is, Cole, and that's a heck of a finisher right there.
What a reversal.
And I think these superstars...
Great reversal.
You're not going to see action like this anywhere except SmackDown, Cole.
You'll get no argument from me, Taz. SmackDown is the dominant brand in all of sports entertainment. I wonder how JBL is going to try to cheat his way to victory here tonight, Taz.
You're out of line, Cole, and you probably don't want to slander a guy who's got as many lawyers as JBL's got either.
It's not slander if it's true, Taz. And if JBL wants to make an issue of it.
Over the ropes and down to the floor to Grandma's house we go.
JBL has every advantage. What a counter that was.
I'll tell you, as long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll just keep going.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight.
Watch it. He reversed it. I don't think the fans like that one too much. I'm sure this breaks this guy hard.
It should. These fans are the lifeblood of WWE. And he doesn't give a damn what they think.
I don't think this is just a match anymore, Cole. This is getting personal.
Well, what do you expect? They've been beating the hell out of each other all match.
Yeah, but it's more than that, Cole. I don't think they even look at each other to...
That's one less superstar to deal with. These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't go too far in this business if you're not, Cole.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up. There he goes, tossed out of the ring and out of this match.
You know, there's no doubt that The Undertaker is one of the most impressive superstars ever to set foot.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're going to win a match if you're out of the game.
He's out of the match and on his way to the locker room.
There's the reversal, Cole.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle. He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it.
He certainly is. And I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting.
Nice quick counter. Undertaker on SmackDown, but how great would it be if Kane was a Smack?
If this match is over for that superstar.
Seems like things have quieted down a little bit here, Cole.
I think this may just be the calm before the storm, Taz.
That's the way you do it. Pick on an area and work it over.
That's what we've seen here tonight, and it's paid off.
I gotta say, Cole, when I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think. But these superstars are blowing me away right here.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup. And I haven't been disappointed.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm not disappointed. But I'm talking about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called... Oh, God. He tried to hang on, but not hard enough. He's out.
He was one step ahead on that one.
I can't remember the last time I seen a crowd so pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE. Is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler, then it could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joke like you all the time.
This has been a great match so far, and I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago. I
guess you got to give it up to Scotty. I never seen a superstar come back from so many beatings. You'd think that he'd just pack it in and call it a day.
That's not Scotty's style.
Going up the turnbuckle hurts a heck of a lot less than coming down from the turnbuckle. You know, instead of showboat to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match. Oh man, here it comes.
And that might be the end of the match right there. There's a reason that's called a finishing move. His opponent has been picking him apart all match.
Yeah, I think it's just about to pay off. These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? Hey, check it out, girl pants. He's going to show you his worm.
This move never fails to bring the crowd to its feet. W-O-R-M, the worm.
These fans should really stop cheering Scotty on. They're only going to make him want to keep getting back in the ring, and that can't be good for his health.
I think the WWE fans are where Scotty draws his strength from, Taz. When you've got them cheering for you, it feels like you can do anything.
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
It's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If you did, you know that you got to do whatever it takes to win. And if that means bending the rules a bit, well, then that's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's a crying shame the way Chavo doesn't get the respect that his Uncle Eddie gets. I really do.
Well, maybe Chavo should go out of his way to show his gratitude to the fans the way that Eddie does that.
Here it comes, look out!
Oh, man, many of superstars fall prey to that finishing maneuver.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you ain't going to see athletes like this anywhere else.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world. And this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best.
Sayonara, Scout. See you next time. Can you believe? Well, that narrowed things down a little bit. You look at any other sport in the world, and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with a WWE superstar.
And there's a reason for that, Taz. There are no off-seasons here in the WWE. If you're a superstar, you're performing every week of the year.
We're not talking about just swinging a bat and kicking a ball here. WWE is the most physical competition you can be a part of, hands down. I gotta admit, I was never...
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
Chavo Guerrero's great, Cole. I mean, really, I think the guy's phenomenal. And I think it's disgusting the way so many people are biased against him just because he wants to uphold the family traditions.
Those traditions are lying, cheating, and stealing, Taz. Of course you're going to be unpopular if you try to get away with those kinds of things. What could have possessed Spike Dudley to turn on his loyal fans and become such a selfish...
What is he thinking? If he's hurt, He's got to protect that part of his body.
I think he's been trying to, Taz, but to no avail.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out, but now I got no idea.
There he goes. This one's over for him. You can't let your opponent continue to work over the same area of your body.
Not if you want to win the match, you can't.
You can see why Heidenreich has been called an animal. He's like a raging bull in there. Quite frankly, I think he's gotten a little out of hand.
Hey, calm down there a little bit, Cole. Let me relax. I know you two had a little run-ins with Heidenreich in the past, but personally, I don't mind watching this guy get in there and tear it up.
I think I like him better when he's in a straitjacket reading poetry, to be honest.
Well, that's you, Cole. You're a poetry kind of guy. Me, I like...
He just didn't have enough left to hang on.
I don't think I've ever seen a guy as well put together as the masterpiece. He's a real work of art.
Well,
Whoa! He just got eliminated. Can you believe that? Man, Cole, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner.
Tough luck. Guess I'll live to fight another day. I'll tell you, anyone who thinks this business is a piece of cake, they should get in the ring with these superstars.
I don't think anyone would last too long against them. These are trained WWE professionals. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think they're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
These superstars are putting on a clinic in there.
Yeah, and not a health clinic. I don't think they'll be the same after this one.
So, Cole, you got any predictions? Who you think's going to win this one?
No way. I've seen you embarrass yourself in enough bad matches that I'm not going to risk doing the same.
You don't look too thrilled about it, but out is out. See ya. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stay on your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out.
Hit the showers. You're out of the match.
I don't think there's any superstars.
Man, what a ride. It took them all the way out of the match. These WWE fans just can't get...
And there goes a superstar.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight. What an awesome presence is the Big Show. 7 feet tall, 500 pounds. There's no question why he's one of the most dominant superstars on the SmackDown roster.
Yeah, but you know, it's real easy. There we go. Out of the ring and out of the match.
Here it is, Taz. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Don't bother, Cole. I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Let me tell you, Cole, I spoke to these superstars before the match, and I ain't never seen competitors more fired up and ready to get it on.
Judging from how this match has gone so far, Taz, I have no trouble believing that whatsoever.
Looks like they might be taking this match down a notch here, Cole.
The pace of the match may have slowed, but the intensity of these superstars certainly hasn't.
You can say that again. Waiting for your opponent to make a move or give an opening can be just as intense as putting him through a table.
And whether or not you have that kind of patience often means the difference between winning and losing a match.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any bigger or better than SmackDown. I think that's, yes, it's an elimination. Whether you like it or not, there's the match right there. These fans aren't happy about the way this one ended at all.
I don't blame them, Cole.
Here's your winner,
Neither am I. Time to finish these bad taste in the mouth.